Hi, my name is Debbie and I live in Northern California. I'd like to talk to you today about solar sun rings. We've been using them for going on 4 years. We've had great luck with them. We use the purchased kind and we use homemade DIY sun rings, which I'll talk to you a little bit about also. They have been keeping our pool at 90 degrees all summer. We've had some low temps at night of 57 degrees, and the water has consistently stayed at around 90 degrees. Sometimes in the morning it might be 88, and by the end of the day it's up to 90, 92 degrees sometimes. And it also helps your pool from evaporating water. So those are two great reasons to use solar sun rings. So what I've done here is I've made some DIY ones. I use pool noodles and I use some drip irrigation tubing, or they call it 1/2 inch irrigation tubing. I use some goof plugs and a 5/8 inch nylon hose barb. So I use this nylon hose barb, 5/8 inch. I use solar cover, which I order online. These are my goof plugs. That's what they look like in the back, and they attach into the irrigation poly. This is what I use, Rainbird 1/2 inch poly drip irrigation tubing. All of these supplies are very affordable. These are the goof plugs that I use. That's how they come in a set like that, and I order those online. Sun ring, I just replaced the pool noodles. After about 2 years you will want to replace the pool noodles. They get kind of chalky and they start to disintegrate. It was quite easy to replace the noodles. I just took it apart I pulled it apart at this seam where I have my nylon hose barb, and then I pulled out all of where I've attached the irrigation, the goof plugs, and I replaced the pool noodles. These DIY rings will cost you about $12 to $15 to make, and I believe that this one will last me 5 to 7 years. When I ordered the solar cover blanket online, it said it would last about 5 to 7 years. It's a 10 by 15 foot oval piece that I ordered. It cost me $42 online. And what I do with this one is I keep it on the deep end of the pool, and we rarely take it out of the water, only if we're having a party or somebody wants to swim in the deep end. And I've used pool noodles and again the irrigation tubing with the goof plugs to create a little small wall along the edge. This keeps the sun rings from overlapping this oval cover. And like I said, it keeps a good amount of maximum coverage over. Another way you can attach the noodles to the edges of the sun ring are with zip ties. If you don't want to go to the trouble of replacing your noodles by basically taking the sun ring apart, you can just use zip ties. It works. My solar covers measure out at almost 5 feet around. I've cut some fresh noodles and you just slide on, and you want to do maybe every 2 feet. Then these plugs just snap right into my drilled holes. Once I'm done, I boil a pot of water, and I go inside to the kitchen and I stick this in the pot of boiling water. It'll soften up right away. Once it softens up, it's very easy to get the nylon hose barb attached to the tubing. So I've attached all my pool noodles, and now I'm ready to soak the edges of the irrigation tubing in a pot of almost boiling hot water. It works best if it's boiling. Always wear rubber gloves when you attach the ends. It gets very hot.